So, why would anyone put a wheel on a snowmobile? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. It's always been really easy to get to the cabin.
Got something solid, like you know, any of the other rigs today, you can't pull off of the front.
Okay, you gotta admit that looks awesome. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? What's the idea here, right? You're
Like, I think this is awesome. You got the dual track. I got a big honking. It's a two-lunger. Carry a pile of stuff.
so where did you find this thing?
Just on Marketplace, and you know, just looking, and I mean, hey, does it look beautiful? All we need to do is clean her up a little bit and stuff, and
So this is like a dual track, like
Yep.
like the thing that's different about this, we have the Tundra, it's got one track and two skis.
right.
And this
right.
one's got the two tracks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, you just got that much
one
more
ski.
key and.
I guess this is
Yep, that must be your stop. Wow. It wants to turn over. Primer. Yeah, give her a bunch of shots. We're gonna have a bit of snow here, and we'll give her a whirl. We'll try her on out, you know, and buzz her around the fields and stuff. I mean, I think that's the big thing, you know, when something's sitting for a little bit, a two-stroke, you need
get
to,
things
yeah,
lubricated
I mean, you know,
and
yeah,
moving
yeah. That's what I used to say about my Roadrunner. We gotta just take her out and clean her out a little
Pull the
bit.
cobwebs out.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know. I mean, we never had to use that. Fortunately, we never had to use that with the police, as far as you know. Hey, we're just cleaning the carb out anyway. So you know, but yeah.
Now you might be looking at this bracket and wondering why it's got more holes than a screen door in blackfly season. Truth is, I'm still trying to figure out exactly where this axle wants to live. I gotta leave just enough room for that wheel to sneak in under the nose of the machine. And here's where it gets fun. The moment that ski swings left to right, the whole angle changes. One wheel pops up, the other drops down, and suddenly we're doing bush math. There's a pivot point on the ski itself too, so if I set the wheels too far forward, the ski rides light on its tail, which might actually be the polite Canadian way of doing things. But if I set them too far back, well then the ski wants to dive into the ground like it's looking for truffles. So all these holes, that's just giving myself some options for when future me decides present me didn't quite nail the geometry.
Okay, you gotta admit, that looks awesome. I don't know, I think it's gonna go. I'm kind of happy with that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so it's sitting just on the back of the ski. I put the wheels just a little bit forward because I figure like that's the way the ski goes. So it's a little bit forward of the center of weight. So, you know, really doesn't take much force to it. It probably will want to run forward because that was the thing. I could always add like a bungee from here to the top. Was an option, but we'll see. Like, this might work. This is crazy enough, it just might work. The land tank.
would say bungee if we could, rather than cable, because yeah, the cable will, like that way this will. Right, not very often,
Not very
right,
often.
but more kind of like if you're going to be stuck and you're going to pull back, you don't want that ski going on down. Grab the chair. But I'm gonna tell you that. Is that good or what?
When you're
not going to be able to just worry in a circle, but like, hey.
yeah. Without the bungee, it's like this. It's dragging on the front because it's pulling back.
Yeah.
Even though the weight is back,
Yeah.
it's just the force on the wheels pull it back.
Right.
Mike was saying, he's like, well, make sure you lock tight those bolts, like, you know, that hold them together. He's like, you know, that's gonna fly apart.
Well, when we're pulling the truck out, guys will attach that to a tree, that thing, and then we're doubling up pulling. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Boy, it's just really close. There you go.
But no big deal. Like I said, I'm gonna take it all apart to put the new cover on.
Right about here, we realized she refused to turn right. Checked the front end, and yep, wheel was snapped clean in two. Bush engineering keeps you humble.
Let's put her on. I got to go in.
Yeah, I gotta go in too. That's the hub that snapped off. Anyways, this is the new hub.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So I guess the question is like, what do you think the failure mode's going to be on this one?
Because this metal is so soft, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean
That
that's
is
the thing.
slick.
That
is slick.
I don't have a problem like testing it to failure. You know.
Put her on. Giddy up, right? Check her out.
This part's not going to fail.
No.
Right. So.
Yeah, tire blows off. Everything will blow off. That'll still be there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I test her out.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Do a dry run, and that's how. Yeah. You don't know until you test it, right?
What do you think? Look at it. It's solid. You know, and then 4 pins and it just pops right off.
Oh, you put the other one too.
Yeah. It's got the room for the winch in there now.
Yeah,
So.
that's really nice.
There's actually more space up there the way I did it. Because now there's a spot for your.
To hold them.
Yeah.
but you got to have some speed, and it's a fine line to have speed going up, and soon as you're about halfway up, then you got to hit the brakes, because then it'll start to tilt down. So and hey, they have those deflectors on there for more than one reason, to deflect the wind. It's also so that you can put a dent in the front with the ski when you get up on there with you got a little too much juice anyway. So once you do it a bunch of times, you kind of get the hang of it. But you know, the Alpine is a lot different than what a regular snowmobile is. So, you know, like even though guys will say, oh, it's a snap, the Alpine, it's different, because she's a brute.
That right there is Becca giving me the old frontier look of disapproval.
Door and the window behind the sled, so we need the sleigh. And this sleigh here, I hauled all the original wood to the cabin, and it took a beating. I didn't realize these skis have disconnected from the welds have snapped. So I'm gonna pull it all apart. It snapped. Now this part. But this is purely cosmetic. This isn't going to fix my problem. I need to make this thing more rigid so that when we go up there, it's going to take a beating, as I expect it will, carrying heavy loads, and won't come apart. If I lay a bead right across here on all of them, it'd be good. Get out of there. So this is basically it for the steel. I've got all of these legs welded in tight. I've got the front piece on now. It was always separate. It was bolted to the wood, these arms, and the screws are always getting loose, everything's getting damaged. I'm still gonna bolt it to the wood, but I just, you know, it's a little bit more well thought out. I bought this thing used on Marketplace, hauled in a ton of lumber on it, so I really can't complain, but it did get the tar beaten out of it. So yeah, we're gonna get the wood on next and some braces, and yeah, let's see what we can do. So that keeps my plants from ripping apart more. Becca pointed out I somehow ripped a hole. Now a couple rips here or there in a jacket, that doesn't bother me, but it does bother Becca, so I can win some brownie points by like sewing this up. The pocket got a hole in it. And my keys and things start dropping in. So that's some off-grid engineering right there. Sew the hole in the pocket so you don't drop your keys into the inside of your coat. Perfect. Like I said, keep Becca happy. The main part was the pants coming apart, so that's good. at least it can be easily undone if this doesn't work for us. So we can literally just rip these off while I'm on the trail. Hopefully it keeps the snow off of the sleigh. If it does, that'll be awesome. We replaced the belt. Boy, is it ever a bugger. Ouch. So, yeah, we're in North Bay. I just hammered through a whole bunch of snow squalls. So it's after midnight, I'm in North Bay. Yeah, I just got over like a bad, terrible COVID. Lasted a couple weeks. So going up to test this machine, and I don't know how it's gonna go. There's a lot of problems getting into the land. There's a lot of obstacles. Roger thinks should be no problem. He thinks he's very positive minded about it, but he's not the one who has to go out there and put his butt on the line. You know, you're going out into the backwoods and you're going alone, and it's a risky business, that's for sure. I'm not trying to make it sound dramatic or anything like that, but it is somewhat risky to go out there. You know, I got an untested machine. I've taken it for a rip a couple times, but this is different. I'm gonna take the snowshoes, so if I get jammed, I can walk back out. But sometimes it's all right if the snow is frozen and the snowshoes can keep you on top. That's great. But if it's powder or anything like that, it's just a slog. It's a terrible slog, and it's a long way. Hope the machine doesn't let me down. I hope I can just, you know, muscle in. Apparently there's a lot of snow, but that's not necessarily good. It's gonna be 2-3 feet of snow, and I'm gonna just kind of work my way in. I got the winch, I got the straps, but I gotta be honest, I'm a little freaked out. Still wet underneath, but they also said that it's possible to be able to pick away at a relatively slow speed. It was negative 20 degrees Celsius last night. So a little bit of nervousness. How easy it is to get in.
The trappers pass through, trails open, time to follow.
I hate to say it, but speed is your friend. You got to keep moving. Keep moving as much as what you can. But the biggest thing is that you want to keep moving as much as you can to make your first trail. You respect anything that's out there, whether that's some wild animals that come around or just the weather. But you have to respect it. Don't think that you can beat it. Like you can work with it, but you can't beat it. So you have to respect it. Biggest thing is if it's something small and a small bush, you can drive right over that. It's not like you gotta weave in and out and whatnot.
If I get stuck in deep snow when I'm up there, what should I do?
Okay, in deep snow, what you got to do right off the bat is step all the way around. Push that powder down. Make a platform so that you can kind of pull it back a little bit, and you've got a little bit of a run. So on the sides, behind, in front, you want to pack that snow down because you don't want to try to start right off. It'll just go down. That the ground is not frozen up there. So if you get down, you're going to get into the mud, and then you fill up your track. That's the worst as far as that goes. So that's the biggest thing, that just when you go to creep out again, if you got to stop, just go, just feather it and just get it moving slowly.
Wow. It's been so long. It's only been like, well, it's been like a month, but wow. This thing's standing strong. What? Wow. Wow. Man, that thing just, whew. Holy crap. That was a workout. That was a workout. Holy man. What a great feeling to get here. I was already feeling it as I was approaching. Like, I'm getting close to home. I'm getting close to home. That was, I don't know, like, it was deep. It was deep. Oh. It's been like, well, I've never seen it in the snow. And the snow just, there's nothing staying on the roof, right? Like, it can't, because it's a 50-degree slope. It looks small in the videos, guys, but it just feels cathedral-like. Like, it's huge, like. Anyways, there's not much point in doing that. It's basically a glorified tarp. Oh well. Wow. Whoa. That is not what I expected. Take a look. How much snow? There's like no snow in there. Wow. It's crazy. Well, let's keep it that way, I suppose.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Well, it's going all right. I'm back, so I got in and got back out.
Did you get to the cabin?
Yep.
Yeah, and so what do you think?
Yeah, it was on the way in, aside from where I got stuck, and I got stuck because of a turn, right? Like, I was heading down the winter road, and I just went to make a turn into the path for the landing 4-inch thick pine tree or whatever, right? And I was like,
Okay.
you know, and
You hit a tree, yeah.
And there is a lot of, you know, growth, you know, like you're getting whipped in the face, like.
Yeah, you're talking, the stuff is all hanging, and especially the snow on the branches are hanging everything in there.
Yeah. And I wasn't going super fast, but I was trying to keep the speed up and trying to, you know, it didn't have any nasty, like, you know, wanting to overturn. Although, you know, when it tips kind of hard, it's hard to be able to keep going in the same direction, right? So.
Right, yeah. The ski and everything is tipping, so it's taking you that way.
Yeah. And there's like 0 snow in the cabin.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened, but
Yeah.
the cabin is completely devoid of snow.
And when you come back the second time, just go a little bit to the side if you can. Like try to make that a little bit wider, so that way you've got a little bit more room to work with.
You know, when you're driving over a bunch of tracks, like, you know, you're safe. But as soon as you get past the muskeg area, and it was deep, so I was pretty far in there before I was really seeing if I could do what I came to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're trying to make the path wider, but even coming out, you got to give her. It wasn't a walk in the park. It's not a leisurely, like, it's not a comfortable stroll. Yeah.
That's what I kind of said. Your first things are going to be, you know, like when you get twice in and out, then you'll have something a little bit more. And it could really be pretty bumpy tomorrow, too, because, you know, you were not, like it's not. Well, and that's why they groom the surface, right?
Feels mighty good to be hauling again. Big gable window aboard and a front door riding shotgun. You've all been incredibly patient and I'm grateful for it. I've got to head home now with this fresh footage so I can finally finish this month-long video and get it out to you. It's been a rough few weeks for Becca and me, but it feels good to be back out here doing the work. I need to fix the trailer, sort out the heater, regroup a bit, and then I'll be back. The plan is simple: close in the gable, get the door on, and get some heat in this cabin and settle in for a few winter weeks. Becca and I hope to come up here between Christmas and New Year's, God willing. If we don't get a video out before then, we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. After that, I'll be up here on my own, filming, working, and seeing if I can make a go of this YouTube life. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you soon.
All we need is love in the shadows.